It's the Willpower Lunch. Saturday, the 15th of August. Man, sometimes I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. Here, I'll pause this for now. I got a few topics to get into. One of which is this Patrick Bet David podcast here. Candace Owens. So, for those of you who don't know, last year, Charlie Kirk, beloved conservative voice, founder of Turning Point USA, was murdered in front of a live audience of people. And, you know, some people are asking questions. Candace Owens has been this has been a topic on her podcast ever since. She's been accused of grifting off of her friend's death for a while. And I feel like I'm taking crazy pills here because Nick Rekieta, I've seen him around on the internet. And I thought, what is up, Subjugates? Dude, I thought it was entertaining. I thought it was hilarious. Here, I'll share the link in the Goth Night in case you want to come and give your perspective on this, because frankly, I don't understand what people's issue necessarily is with Candace. I'm not an avid watcher of her show, but I've seen. Here, I'm sharing it in the Goth Night green room there. Link for Power Lunch, if anybody wants to join in. But it seems like there were a lot of things that merited investigation, right, that they never investigated. It seems like there were plenty of questions to ask about what happened that day that were not properly addressed. It kind of like, okay, maybe because I'm not a guy who just believes official narratives. You know what I mean? Like, if we're looking at assassinations in the past, this was a political assassination, okay? Now, whether it ultimately is proven that Tyler Robinson actually did it for his political reasons, right? Like they say, oh, he's a leftist. He had this transferee boyfriend, he etched a bunch of things on, a bunch of stuff on the bullets. But man, how much can I say on this? Because like I said, I haven't done any deep dives. I just hear things that don't seem to add up, right? Like one of the first things they bring up, Candace brings up, is the fingerprints and how the forensic expert that analyzed the gun said that Tyler's fingerprints were the most degraded of the 5 fingerprints that they found, and that there were other fingerprints of his family member on the gun. So that logically leads me to believe, okay, well, he was not the last person to handle that gun. The fact that, is it a fact? I have to look this up because there's plenty of things that I hear that I can't confidently say are facts, Was the gun broken down on the roof and then reassembled to be left in the woods? Was there really a backpack found that was not kept as evidence? It was just given back to somebody who claimed they owned it? What's the deal with, there's the cop testimony saying that he was led by someone he didn't recognize, but who was acting kind of like official, up to the spot where the shot was supposedly taken and shown like a screwdriver. But then, were there photographs taken of the supposed sniper shot? There's so much going on. And yet, I get online and people like Ricada are saying, no, she's retarded. Is she really retarded? Am I retarded? He said, Ricada says, Candace got quite literally everything wrong. DNA, legal standards, forensics, basics, facts. Like what, though? As far as the hearsay thing, Rule 1102, which is, my understanding was that in the preliminary trial hearing, that it was not like the actual trial, no evidence. It's not, the defense gets to cross it or to address the evidence that the prosecution brings up, but it's not like they're going to be able to bring up exculpatory evidence at the pretrial. Am I right or wrong? That's the whole hearsay thing, right? What DNA did she get wrong? Where did DNA even enter the conversation? The forensics. So when the examiner says that Tyler's fingerprints were the most degraded of the 5 fingerprints on the gun, does that not mean that he was not the last person to handle it or not? Did they test his hands for, to see if he had... Can't you tell if someone's fired a weapon just by swabbing their hands? Am I wrong about that? Did he fire a weapon or didn't he? Did they swab his hands immediately afterwards, or did they just take him away? Were things done properly or not? Was there really 12 members of the French Foreign Legion in attendance? I'm hearing all this and I'm like, so what's the Subjugates Comics says, yeah, I might be retarded. You know, I might be just completely misinterpreting everything I'm hearing, right? I watched the first 2.5 hours of the debate. And yeah, this Andrew Wilson guy, he needs to just go back to debating horrors. That's where he made his bones. If he knew where held his hands, he could have wiped where he held it. A lot of it is speculation. I agree there's questions, but it's how she goes from questions to Israel do it. See, she doesn't definitively say that Israel did it here in this interview or the debate. I don't know if she's said that definitively on her podcast. The clips that Andrew brought up, it has her saying that I feel it's true, like that she's convicted, so she kind of couches it. She always couches it as, this is my opinion, right? Because if nothing's been investigated, then where are you going to get the facts? People are constantly like, she has no facts. She's not bringing any, like, Andrew Wilson was constantly saying, like, do you have positive evidence of this or that? And it's like, no, she never did. I don't think she ever claimed to. But she's like, hey, here are some points that don't seem to make sense and were not properly investigated by the feds. Do the feds have a history of covering up for Israel? You know, is there already established conspiracies around Israeli intelligence conducting assassinations on people? You know, it was only recently, within the past year or so, that people were telling me that JFK was trying to prevent Israel from getting nukes. And then right after JFK gets assassinated, Israel gets nukes. And meanwhile, you know, you have an obvious patsy. So many people are like, oh, the CIA did it. Okay, well, who does the CIA work for? You know? There are a lot of things that, like, they seem obvious if you're paying attention, like the fact that there is definitely like a fourth branch of government that overrides and controls everything, you know, that are tied directly into the intelligence agencies. That's why we can have the FBI investigating presidents, you know what I mean? And not, you know, like the fact that people are just jumping to, well, she's obviously retarded, is a little frustrating, you know, especially when it doesn't seem like they're watching the same thing as me. Let's see here. What else did I bookmark about this case? Oh, yeah, this is something I agree with. This Wolves in Finance Wolves, who I've never heard of before. There's plenty of influencers. Once you start paying attention to the case, it's like your feed starts filling up with people you've never heard of. What has happened, Yoshikage Kira? Yeah, this was set up for a defamation lawsuit. So this is why Andrew was constantly pushing. Do you have proof that Israel? Do you have proof? Because they're trying to frame it like she, like as if this debate was where she was going to prove that Israel did it, right? And that was not the case. Right away at the beginning of the debate, it was Andrew Wilson who said that he's here to prove, or not prove, but to debate the stance of that there's overwhelming evidence that Tyler Robinson shot Charlie Kirk. Right or wrong? I'm pretty sure I remember that clearly. And then he immediately, almost like not even 5 minutes later, I feel like he was saying, well, I'm 75 to 80% sure that he did it. Well, that's not overwhelming. If it was overwhelming, you'd be like 99, 100%, you know? You can allow a little bit of wiggle room, but it's like if the evidence is overwhelming, then 75, 80%, like who is this guy? Why did he think that he was the person to do this? You know? Like, I know Candace has chased down a whole bunch of leads. At one point, she was talking about Egyptian planes. Once again, I don't watch her show. I don't know exactly why the Egyptian planes were relevant at the time. She was bringing up this Fort Huachuca, where Erica Kirk was supposedly meeting with people ahead of the assassination. They didn't touch on that at all, from what I saw. But yeah, dude, she can't. Nobody can. That's the. If you're good at what you do, like Israel is obviously good at assassinating people. If they're pulling this shit off, how are we going to have positive evidence? Like, as a person sitting at home watching footage and looking at facts and trying to connect dots, if you're really a conspiracy theorist, you know. Here. Cody, welcome.
What up? What up? How's it going?
It's going, man. Once again, I feel unprepared to do my own show, but I'm just launching into it with whatever.
Well, what, do we turn this into a fact checking segment then? We just go through and.
Dude, I mean, if you could, do you feel that you could fact check this? Because I don't feel like I could even fact check this.
Well, let's give it a shot because I am down.
Yeah.
Because fuck, I can't even remember like what his points were because like it was.
His point was trying to get her to straight up accuse Israel of murdering her friend.
Yeah, because she's inferred to it on her. She never outright says anything. She always does the like. I'm not saying they did it, but isn't it weird? Isn't it kind of weird?
And isn't it?
It it is weird. I agree. Yes.
Is it weird that the pictures they put out of Tyler Robinson, like it was on Joe Rogan's podcast recently, where he brought up the fact that they're like, this is a photograph of Tyler Robinson walking through the parking garage at the university, right?
Yeah.
But that photograph was edited. If you look at, like, they made it look like this person was thinner to make it look more like Tyler Robinson. The unedited photo, you could tell it's not him. It's a dude who's like wider. He's someone who's more built.
Because he said at some point in time that I think after the shooting, he's like, you can see me on security camera.
But why would someone who thinks that he's going to get away with it say, you can see me on the security cam? You know, obviously I did it. You can see me here, here, and here.
Yeah. See, like Does
that make sense?
Hold on, let's see if I can find his Tyler's. I'm gonna find his the letter, the text messages he sent to his lover or whatever, because I forget what they were, but those were confusing too.
His trans furry lover. It's also weird, like, because I remember immediately after it came out, you know, that, oh, Tyler Robinson did it. And then they were like, oh, he's from a good conservative family. Right?
Yeah. So let's see here.
Drop what you're doing. Look under my keyboard. What? You're joking, right? I'm still okay, my love. But I'm stuck in Orem for a little while longer yet. Shouldn't be long until I can come home, but I gotta go grab my rifle still. To be honest, I had hoped to keep this secret till I died of old age. I am sorry to involve you. You weren't the one who did it, right? I am. I'm sorry. Now, I'm just going to bring up, anybody using a cell phone knows that your conversations are not private.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yep.
What the fuck? You planned on keeping it secret till you died of old age, but also you can see me on this security footage?
Now, is this a situation of like, are these people just too stupid to understand that the police?
Possibly.
Because I always wonder that too. Like, kids nowadays are pretty dumb. Obviously, he's not a kid, but like,
yeah, he's like in his 20s.
Yeah, it's like people are pretty stupid nowadays.
What's up with him being 3 hours away in a steakhouse the day of?
So I saw that. The only thing I saw was a receipt with the names blurred out.
Yeah, because Candace said that she saw the receipt, but the business owner would not give her the receipt.
So why did she blur
there were
his
witnesses,
name out?
huh?
Why was his name blurred out then?
I don't know. I didn't even see the picture you're talking. I've never seen a picture of the receipt.
I was looking at this last night. Here, I'll bring steakhouse.
Because I'm all about asking questions and saying the government did it. Okay?
I mean, it's usually the best option because the government usually did do it. Tyler.
But the fact that we have actual text messages that Candace has produced saying that he's fed up with the Jewish donors and that he's leaving the pro-Israel cause, and then right after he's murdered, Bibi Netanyahu comes out and says it wasn't me.
See, and then that's the stuff too, man. To me, it's just like, why? Why would you say that? But
good question. Can we ask it? Or are we going to be labeled retards if we start asking questions like this? Is Nick Rekieta going to tell me I'm stupid and then not actually address my point?
He might. He probably will.
Right.
The retard not addressing your point. But yeah, you see here, this is the only receipt that anyone showed. It says debit card, names blurred out, Visa, names blurred out.
Well, the name, yeah, debit card, and that's blurred out. So it doesn't say, well, it wouldn't have your name on a receipt. I see receipts every day. It never says your name on it. This isn't a receipt that he would have had to sign. This is just, you know.
Oh, right, yeah, a debit card. It would have your numbers, right? Yeah, I'm retarded. Yeah. I assumed it would have, like, I thought it was like debit card holder or whatever. But yeah, no.
So where's his signature receipt?
This is the only one I've been able to find. This is what people keep showing.
See, and that's the thing. Okay,
here's the Tyler Robinson receipt per Cowboy Smokehouse server.
Okay, well, where's his signature? Because if you pay with a debit card, obviously you're going to put, gratuity, total, and my signature. If we had that signature, it would be definitive proof that it was absolutely Tyler Robinson.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but this is the receipt that people keep referring to.
So she has witnesses and the receipt. She claims to have witnesses. I have not heard from any of these witnesses.
Yeah, so
you're not the one who did it, right? If I'm able to grab my rifle. And am I right that the narrative, the story that the government wants me to believe is that this person assembled he had it in his pants when he was walking awkwardly up the stairs.
Yeah.
Then he assembled it with a little screwdriver on the thing, took the shot, disassembled it so that he could jump off the roof, because the footage of him jumping off the roof, he doesn't have like a rifle with him.
No, and he's not there long enough that you could really disassemble anything.
Right.
All you see is the guy stand up and run.
So he stands up and runs, and then supposedly leaves this rifle reassembled in the woods.
Yeah, see, there are questions. There are definitely questions to be asked.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, Candace, she's like, this doesn't add up. And she has her podcast where she's asking, and basically trying to connect the dots. And yeah, dude, if Netanyahu didn't come out right away, I probably would be less inclined to think, well, they got something to do with it. You know what I mean? If they weren't committing genocide at the moment and doing everything they can to keep public opinion on their side, I'd be less likely to be like, well, Israel had something to do with it.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, I don't even want to try and defend the whole, like, why did Netanyahu come out? But it's like, people probably would have assumed him anyways. So maybe he was trying to get in front of it, but it's like, nah, dude, that's still.
People brag about their crimes if they think they're going to get away with it. Okay? Like,
yeah,
it's one of those subtle nods that's like, I'm in control.
It just, I don't know. Like, hold on. Did Charlie Kirk ever, like, speak out against Israel?
Privately he did with in those texts, and we know those are authentic text messages that Candace has. Friggin' Andrew Wilson pulls out a random text message. Did I save? Hold on. I saved another post here.
Let's see.
Here, check this out real quick. Let me know.
For one person's security only.
Dude, her face,
because I'm somewhat.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, that's the other thing. She looks crazy.
She has she has the eyes of somebody who's like that's a villain.
So watch this clip real quick.
Charlie responded with this. Okay, great. Remind them that they are there for one person's security only. Because I'm somewhat worried the left is trying to kill me. That was a message sent September 9th.
But he was not messaging people the day before saying, I'm going to be murdered. They're coming after me. Someone's going to kill me. He didn't say that. And I have his cell phone.
Charlie.
So she says, I have his cell phone. He was not saying that anyone was trying to kill him. But now Andrew's coming out and saying, I have this text message from Charlie saying that he knows that the left is going to try and kill him. He knows that the trans furry community is going to come after him.
They come after everyone.
Yeah.
Unless you're doing something wrong, the trans furry people will leave you alone.
So there's plenty about this that doesn't add up. And I'm not on Team Candace. I don't watch her fucking show.
No.
But for this debate, I feel like she crushed him.
I don't know. I don't feel like the debate did anything.
No, it didn't ultimately do anything but lose this guy $300,000 because he literally paid her $300,000 to come make a fool of himself.
I don't know. He's not good at asking questions. Like,
no,
he is. The factor that before the first commercial break, they had already allowed it to devolve into like what was said 5 minutes ago. Literally debating about what was said 5 minutes ago. It's like, and then Patrick Bet-David is literally like, can we fact check what was said 5 minutes ago? I wasn't paying attention.
Patrick Bet-David wasn't even like moderating. No, he was just sitting there watching.
Yeah, he checked out and we're just waiting for the commercial breaks.
Dude, I can't stand that guy. Honestly, I've always had a weird feeling about him. He comes out, it's like, there's some people that they like workshop their opinions, behind the scenes. That's Patrick Bet-David.
Yeah, he's sitting around at a table with a group of people being like, so how do I feel about this?
Yeah, how do I feel about that? How should I? You know what? I think. What's going to look better?
Yeah, I don't like that guy. I don't really like a lot of those fucking talk show people.
But dude, the poly market went down to 36% chance of him actually being convicted of homicide.
Wow.
How is it that low if there's so much overwhelming evidence? Because like I said at the beginning, Andrew immediately shifted from there's overwhelming evidence to, I'm 75, 80% sure. And people are calling Candace retarded. instead of this guy. Well, I mean,
Well, yeah,
there's
'cause I
plenty
can't
of
remember,
people
'cause
also calling him retarded.
Because there was something at the beginning too that Candace had completely fucking. She said something. Fuck, what was it? Was it one of the fucking first? It was before the first commercial break. Because that was when I was still fucking actually listening to it. I can't remember. There was something she had said. And then he basically like, fuck. I'm gonna have to go back and try to remember this more.
But there's too many. Here's the thing: if the anti-Candace people want me to be on their side, they're gonna have to do better than this. Okay?
Yeah.
Nick Rekieta, you're gonna have to do better than just saying, "Well, she got everything wrong, the legal standards, the DNA," and then just like, that's not good enough, man.
See, I wish Nick would kind of go into it a little bit more.
He might feel the need to. Yeah, I know he does his own show. When does that come on?
I don't know. He was I think he was streaming last night. Maybe he was doing it last night.
Dude, I should pull that up at some point. I haven't watched it. I don't know if it's good to EFAP it. I've never EFAP'd anything on the Power Lunch. Is today the day?
There you go. Fucking fabricator.
When am I going to shift from this topic onto the X-Men cast? That's the question.
Oh yeah, that's I saw a few clips of that and I was like, I just checked out. I don't really care.
A few clips of the debate, that is.
No, the X-Men.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The most confusing part is Professor X casting.
I didn't even see that one.
Well, he's not bald and he doesn't look British to me.
What?
Yeah. Hold on, let me share that tab.
Marvel, man, Disney needs some type of award for like just killing IPs. It's like I've just lost all interest in Marvel and Star Wars and shit sucks.
Yeah.
Doomsday looks like it's gonna be pretty good though, hopefully.
It might. Hold on, let me share. What am I doing? How do I do a show?
Well, I was sharing my tab, so there you go.
So we got this X-Men reboot. Here's the cast for the X-Men right here. Now, of these people, can I blow this picture up? Hold on. Add another tab. So of these people, who come on, allow it. You can do this.
Is the black chick Professor X?
Yes, the black chick is Professor X. Who do you think here is Professor X?
If I had to guess, I'd say the red-haired guy, probably.
No. That is Cyclops. Which I'm not mad about.
The dude with the big eyes?
This one in the middle?
Yeah.
That's him.
That's awful.
Isn't it? I've never seen him act. I don't know what he sounds like. But you got Jean Grey. I forget who this dude is next to Jean Grey. You got Cyclops, Professor X, Emma Frost, Rogue. They got that Inde Navarrete girl to be Rogue, which... Where's she from? What's her ethnicity?
Native? She native?
She's either half Middle Eastern or something, it seems like.
Oh, yeah.
She ain't white.
Yeah.
She ain't white enough to be Rogue. But who knows? Maybe she can do a Southern accent.
Hopefully. I don't know. I doubt they're even going to go that close to the actual Rogue.
I know I'm happier with this Storm casting. I'm glad that Cynthia Erivo didn't fucking get it.
Yeah, I don't know. Casting doesn't look terrible.
It doesn't look terrible. I like that they're going with a younger X-Men cast.
Yeah, because you got to let them grow up.
Yeah. Because in the first movie, it was just Rogue was the only new student.
Wait, who's Wolverine?
I haven't seen a Wolverine. I don't think we're going to get a Wolverine in this movie. Yeah, Christopher Abbott as Professor X, Charles Xavier.
Dude, imagine they bring Hugh Jackman back as Wolverine.
Yeah, dude, he's going to be doing it till he's 90, remember?
Oh my god.
Inde Navarrete.
Oh yeah, Navarrete? Yeah, it could be Native American.
He might be a Native American. Let me look that up real quick.
Sounds like it.
Inde Navarrete. She is an American actress.
Oh, and I was wrong too. A Southern mutant. Look at that.
Yeah. Former online streamer. Blah, blah, blah. Early life. Tucson. She's Mexican. She has a Mexican father. So she's half Mexican, half Australian.
Uh-oh.
But she was born in Tucson, Arizona. In 2001. So she doesn't even remember 9/11.
Oof.
You know?
Just a fever dream to her.
I know.
I think I was in grade 5, grade 6 in 2000.
But if it's like, okay, there's, Mexicans exist in Louisiana, I guess, or wherever. Yep. Where was Rogue from? From Alabama or something?
I don't remember. I just remember she had the accent. There's powers to absorb others' abilities and memories.
Now we got Maya Boyd as Storm, which I've never seen her in anything either. I kind of like that there's a lot of sort of no name, so to speak.
I feel like that's how they should be going with these.
Yeah.
I'm tired of seeing the same actor. If I see Robert Downey Jr., why is Adam Driver here?
Dude, that dude is going to sell this movie. That dude is going to make people get into the theater. As Mr. Sinister? Because Adam Driver, I feel like he's been really choosy with his roles ever since Kylo Ren. And so, I think he wants to do this, you know. When I see him take a role these days, I feel like this is something he wants to do.
Well, it's because he's a method actor too, right? So he has to be able to like get into it. You hear the stories of him on set as Kylo Ren. Everyone thought he was like depressed, and like Mark Hamill went over and like tried to like cheer him up all the time, but he like because Kylo Ren hates Jedis, or so he like would be super like pissed off towards Mark Hamill, and be like, "Get away from me."
Dude, it's a far cry from the freaking cocaine-fueled cast parties of the old trilogy, you know?
Hey, yep.
Freaking, I've heard some stories about, oh, god damn it. Curse my memory for not remembering Leia's actress.
Oh, Carrie Fisher.
Yeah, Carrie Fisher. I mean, she had a cocaine nail.
Yep.
You know? She was apparently, hanging out with several people on that set.
You just look at her face on the Star Wars, the holiday special, dude. She is gone on that special.
Yeah.
She's looking at the camera, but it's like she's looking through the camera. Like, it's like, man.
Maybe that's what I should do. I ran out of weed 3 days ago. And I decided this is a good time for a tolerance break.
Oh, there you go.
You know, I thought about it this morning. I'm like, I could go re-up today. No.
But why? You know what?
I switched to nicotine. I'm just going to be nicotined out.
Tank just did a 24-hour comic. You can do a 24-hour sober run.
Dude, I so wanted to do that too. I got to fight not to insert myself into everything, you know?
I really think a bunch of you should like try to actually set something like an annual thing up, man. Just like, I think it'd be cool.
What I want to do is, because I wanted, as soon as he announced it, I'm like, I want to sink my teeth into something like that, you know?
Yeah.
But I got to do it at the right time. Timing is everything.
Yeah, you don't want to do it like when you're in the like that's something you would want to do to promote Revenant Steel almost.
Exactly.
Right? Like, yeah.
So that's why I'm thinking February. when I launch the comic book, when I'm getting signups, not just signups, but backers, when I'm collecting backers, that's when it's going to be 24-hour live stream. The Will Studios is making a comic book, 24 pages, 24 hours. I'm going to chain myself to the desk. I'm going to have a dozen boiled eggs next to me. That's what I'll survive on for the 24 hours, right? Eggs and a white monster.
Yeah.
Okay. Because he said he took like 6 hours worth of breaks because kids stuff.
Yeah, there was while I was working there, I kept tuning in. He wasn't there. I was like, "What is this? He's not going to be finished in time." And then he's still.
I was worried. Now he said it's a turd, but it's a turd he can polish, right? Because there were many pages that were more or less just layouts.
Yeah,
it's not like he finished the comic book. All respect to Tank. I do not consider that finishing.
Finished, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't accept money from that.
Right.
Yeah.
But
no, that'd actually be sweet, dude. 24-hour comic stream, and if that turned into a thing, people just started doing that to launch their campaigns.
Yeah, but it's like it's got to be a brand new idea.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And I immediately started coming up with ideas. I'm like, what if you get abducted by aliens, and then you have to fight your way off the ship? 24 pages, baby.
There you go.
24 pages of human on alien violence. That was one of my ideas.
That actually wouldn't be bad, because you're literally just drawing the guy going from like one end of the ship to the other, fighting aliens
and trying to figure it out, being like, I have to use all, I'll make him a gamer,
Yeah.
I'll make him some like 15 or heck, I would like to make him 15-year-old, but if I want to make it like relevant, I'll make him like 30, but still behaving like a 15-year-old.
Yeah.
Then
he finally gets to the end of the ship and opens the door, and he's already in space.
Oh, right. No, he's been in space the whole time. He's got to figure out the navigation. He's got to like take one of the aliens' hands and put it on the reader or whatever. He's got to like figure it out. And then it'll end with him crashing the spaceship back into Earth and then getting kidnapped by the government. And then we'll see about we'll see if people clamor for an issue 2,
Do a whole series just in 24-hour runs.
Right. A whole series about this kid he'll get abducted by aliens. He's got to fight his way off the ship, and then he gets taken by the government. He's got to fight his way through them. And then, he'll eventually have to kill Netanyahu or something.
That's and then he becomes the leader of he owns the promised land.
Right.
Then gets attacked by Hamas.
But if we're going with that formula, though, it's like he's got to defeat one enemy, immediately get kidnapped by another enemy.
One, yeah.
So he defeats what he thinks is the big bad guy, and then he gets kidnapped by another.
Defeats America, gets kidnapped by Israel. Defeats Israel, gets kidnapped by Hamas.
Right. He finds out he's like, oh man, I've been fed all this anti-Israel propaganda, and now I'm gonna find, the Muslims are worse.
Then he gets saved by Pigman.
Pigman can make an appearance.
There you go.
I gotta befriend Bosch Foston so that he can let me do that.
Bosch, I need to borrow Pigman for a couple panels.
Bosch, look, I just need Pigman. Pigman's gonna show up and shake this kid out of his, it's like, we need to save Western civilization, kid. You fucking idiot. You gave it away to the savages.
Punches a Muslim through a rock.
Don't you know that Israel was like the bulwark against the Ottoman Empire? Like, it was the only thing holding them back,
Fucking Muslims.
Someone pointed out that ISIS never attacks Israel. And I was like, is that true? Like, I can't remember it, but once again, it's like the whole Candace Owens thing, where it's like, if you hear something, but you're ignorant like me, you might just believe
it.
And I feel like that's where people have a real problem with Candace, because she's a really good speaker. She has a massive audience. And she is sowing doubt, even if she's not proving that Israel had anything to do with it. She is definitely sowing doubt and putting the narrative out there.
ISIS attacked Israel twice in 2022.
Okay.
Only, I want to say they only killed 6 people, but...
Hey, those are 6 noble Israelis that were murdered, you know?
When I hear of like an ISIS attack, I think of like mass shootings or something, but...
Right. Or like something happened in Syria. I mean, ISIS was created by Obama, yes?
Yes.
We armed because it's another situation where America, we don't want to put boots on the ground. Let's just arm these terrorists to help overthrow the country.
Yeah, that was like with the
Mujahideen.
Yeah, Mujahideen, even the Azov battalion in Ukraine.
Yeah. So it's like, why are people pretending like we're the good guys? Like ever?
No, you're just better than the other side.
Right.
No,
Like,
no,
look, sometimes you got to get your hands dirty. All right.
Because, man, in Canada, people have this weird thing where it's like they always shit on America and they're like, man, America is fucking terrible. And it's like, well, you have 2 choices. It's like the world can be run by America or it can be run by China. America or China. It's like we don't have other options. So
I've seen a ton of pro-Chinese propaganda coming out.
Dude, it's getting fucking weird. Even here, they've there are Chinese police stations here. Like
in Canada?
In Canada.
Why?
Like Chinese based police, so like the Chinese people go to the Chinese police station and get the Chinese government to deal with their problems.
Man.
There's not a whole lot of them around where I live right now, but on the East Coast, apparently it's getting big. And the ones on the West Coast, they're not called police station. I forget what they're called, but they're under some other name.
Do you know anything about this Tara Strong situation?
Tara Strong? No.
Apparently, and this is just a rumor as far as I know, because I haven't looked into the facts once again.
Uh-oh, is she a Nickelodeon person?
She is a voice actress, right? She was in Powerpuff Girls. Pretty much anytime they need a high-pitched, joyful voice to put on a cartoon character.
Yeah.
She was, I think, Pinkie Pie in My Little Pony. But apparently she's been having these fan meetups and just sleeping around with the 18 to 20-year-olds specifically. She likes them 18 to 20-year-old boys. And I gotta say, I don't blame her. Because, man, when I was 18, I could go all day.
Dude, yeah.
Yep. I don't have that energy at 40. You kidding me?
And it wouldn't be a hard sell with this one either. It'd just be like...
dude, she's actually really hot. It's like a hot older lady. And then she'd be screaming like Pinkie Pie during... Like, I'm gonna come!
Oh, God.
You're making me come again, huh?
You know there's some fucking dude that asked for that.
Dude, could I just have an audio recording of her, please? Did any of these 18-year-old boys have the forethought to be like, I need to hear what she sounds like in bed. I need to share this with my buddies.
So she's just sleeping around, eh?
Apparently. But I started seeing these posts pop up where it's like, it should have been me. It should have been me. She's born in 1973. So this is a 53-year-old woman. It's like a fucking dream for an 18-year-old boy.
Holy shit. I assume she's fucking... Oh, yeah, 86. Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, and she's got a spouse? Uh-oh.
Dude.
Uh-oh.
Willie Morris. Willie.
Big Willie.
Willie, were you condoning this behavior?
Oh no.
Are you
Oh, no.
into it?
What?
Did you have a chair in the room?
Hold up. We were thinking, did the guys record it? Was she the one recording it, and then she watches it back with
With her husband?
her husband?
Like, look at this kid just slaying me. Look at him. He loves it.
Awful.
You got to get the 18-year-old boys, it's like they got endless cum,
Got the new blood.
An endless amount. I mean, how old is Yoshikage again? I think he said he was like 14, right? Look, Yoshi, this is inappropriate, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, get out of here.
I know you're already on the internet, so you've probably seen some things. Today's internet isn't what it was back in when I was on it, let's be honest.
No. It's a lot harder to navigate before.
I know, and you could find way cooler stuff.
You could.
I know freaking... I was one of those, like, my parents worked in tech, and they had a T1 line. So I was like one of the first kids on my block that had high-speed internet when everyone else was dealing with dial-up.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, I saw plenty of stuff, man. Plenty of viruses infecting the family computer back in my house.
Yeah, we bricked our computer probably a few times.
She was Harley Quinn in the Batman games.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Wait, which Batman games?
Batman Arkham.
Arkham? Oh, okay.
Seems like.
Okay, that's acceptable. Oh, Jack.
She was Unikitty.
Unikitty?
In the Lego movie.
Oh, I didn't watch that one. Yeah, the new, yeah. Actually, I haven't watched
Well, I got
any
kids.
Lego
I've
movie.
seen it a few times.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
The new Batman Adventures? Oh, who's she in Rugrats?
Who was she in? Maybe Angelica? Or they, there's plenty of ladies that do young boy
males,
voices.
Yeah.
So she could have been Tommy, for all I know.
Yeah, it could have been, yeah. From
Oh,
Toronto.
Tommy Pickles. I'm gonna go slay Tommy Pickles tonight, gentlemen.
Now you're on a list.
Now I'm on a list. Yeah.
FBI's gonna be knocking at your door.
Pounding the door down.
Sir, do you know this? The Will Studios?
Yeah, he said he's gonna slay Tommy Pickles. He's not 18 anymore. I don't think he's got it in him.
Man.
So what's new with you, bud?
Oh, not a whole lot. Just just putting away, trying to get more pages done. Gave the artist a bit of a break, so he's been doing more promo related stuff.
That's good. Where's he promoing?
Oh, no,
he's not promoting your book?
No, I just got him doing like promo related pictures, like just other things I can use that's like not panels and
it's necessary.
Yeah. Yeah, 'cause that's a nice thing with you guys being an artist. You can just be like, "Oh, I want this picture," and then you can start cranking it out.
Just draw it.
Yeah.
I was looking through some of my old artwork today because I've been looking for my Ethan Van Sciver picture that I got back in 2005, and I'm like, it exists somewhere in this house. And I have an idea of where it could be, but that's a box way over there. I don't want to look into it right now.
Yeah, and then you open up the box and there's like fucking just cram packed full of shit, and you keep pulling stuff out, and you're like, how did all this stuff fit into this fucking box?
Just comic books, man. That's all that's in that box.
Oh shit.
Just comic books and Wizard magazines and stuff. What do you think of flock cameras?
So we don't have them here yet, but they're coming, and I don't want them. I'll probably be one of those people that are snipping the cords or doing that shit with them, because those are not cool, dude. Those are... Yeah,
their
they're
vehicle, whether it's got like a bike rack, dents on it, that sort of
Yes.
thing.
As a vehicle passes a camera, we do log those
Is
information.
that young Alex
If-
Jones. Oh, you're muted. You muted, Will.
If a resident wants to opt out of that, can they, while they're going to church or work or the grocery store, can they say, I don't want to be part of that surveillance dragnet? Can they opt out of it? There's no opt out. Can you guarantee that no federal agency, out-of-state entity, or third-party partner can access that sort of data without explicit approval?
Yes.
So there's no backdoor for federal agencies.
No.
Do you really expect us to believe that?
There obviously is. Oh, you're muted. You're muted.
Oh yeah, I'm
There you
muted.
go. There you go.
I love that part where it's like, do you really expect us to believe that? You're gonna tell us
Yeah.
with a straight face that the government does not have a back door into your system?
And he couldn't do it. He couldn't do it with a
No.
straight face.
How many times has Flock been used illegally or inappropriately?
I can't answer that question for you.
The answer is between 50 and 100 times. How many people have been arrested for using Flock illegally?
Can't answer that for you.
The answer is at least 28. Who puts
Checks
Love
his
that. He
watch. You're a
decides to
piece of
look at his
shit.
nails.
Oh, I look at his nails.
He checks his nails like twice. Like, you can tell he just thinks he's above all this shit. He's got that Fauci energy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where he's like, what the fuck are you gonna do about it, buddy?
Yeah, I watched a video of a guy who sent Is this the guy who owns the Flock? The Flock
I don't
company?
think he owns it. Because at one point he says that I don't speak for Flock or whatever, and the dude's like,
okay.
is that not why you're here? You know?
the bill
Yeah, the,
for Flock?
Yeah, the YouTuber I was watching sent a private investigator to follow around the CEO of Flock.
Oh, I saw that. I
Yeah.
think I saw that.
Yeah.
Where he was going to all the Flock locations and being
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm just checking in, seeing what you're doing.
Yeah.
I'm just surveilling the surveillers is all.
How much is it per year for Sullivan County?
What do you guys say? What is your contract for?
It's 33,000.
32,000.
And not to make this all about the Jews, but someone did point out that there are 0 Flock cameras on the Upper West Side in New York, which is like the Jewish enclave in New York. If you look at a map of Flock cameras, they're literally all over the damn place in New York, except for that area.
One block. Little
Well,
Israel.
not one block, the whole Upper West Side.
Oh.
Like
Damn.
many blocks.
Yeah.
But it's like that's where the Jews live. We're not going to put any Flock cameras up there. I mean, they're not criminals, right?
They
You
got
are.
nothing to hide.
All of you are potential criminals, but not the Jewish people.
Here, let's see. Oh, here I got. Because I wanted to actually see this. Boom. Upper West Side.
Yeah, you found it? Yeah.
Just a block, like nothing. Or not a
Nothing
block,
over
yeah.
there. I mean, there's nothing on the other side really either, but you see
look-
how many, like, there's a
are
million
around it.
cameras around that area,
Yeah.
you know?
The upper. Misunderstanding. Fuck off.
That's just misunderstanding. You just don't understand.
Could you explain convoy analysis?
I kind of want to get to the end of this.
Convoy analysis, please elaborate.
Flock has a program called convoy analysis. They track vehicles that are close to one another.
Give you a great example. Yeah, there was a ATM servicer, ATM service technician
Yeah.
in, I believe, Jefferson, Kentucky, who was robbed at gunpoint by an individual,
Yes.
and all the money was taken. So they were able to put that tag of the service driver's van to see who was following them the past previous days to identify that individual.
Why can't we use the Flock cameras to pick up the fucking criminals that are breaking into cars? You know?
Yeah. They're never used to actually catch criminals. They're used to catch regular people who they know they can get money from.
Right. Like, you know, the FBI was able to find all those January 6th protesters
Yep.
collecting cell phone data, putting all this effort in.
Hawaii,
But then,
Alaska. They found a lady in Alaska.
yeah.
And it was the wrong person still.
But then they're not going after the people punching dudes in the head or punching ladies in the head in New York. You know what I mean?
Yep.
None of those guys are going to prison.
Do you not think it's a privacy concern to, track, who's driving with each other?
On a public road?
It's a private company.
Accessing your data?
Yes.
We do not access your data. Only law enforcement can access your data.
Bullshit. I saw a video where this dude proved that the flock cameras ping your cell phone too. They literally have a Bluetooth thing where, they can access your phones, man.
How do you get the data then if you don't access it?
It goes to Amazon W Cloud or Amazon AWS Cloud, and law enforcement accesses it.
Your CEO recently, 3 weeks ago, he gave a TED Talk called "Can a Camera on Every Corner Make Us Safer?" Do you agree with that statement? Do you think a camera on every corner will make Americans safer?
I'm not here to speak for a CEO.
Okay. I kind of thought that's why you were here. It is the 250th anniversary of our country's founding. One of our founding fathers, Benjamin Franklin, once famously said that those who would give up essential liberty to purchase a little temporary safety deserve neither liberty nor safety. And I actually have a problem with this resolution because I think it needs to be amended. It's too open-ended. It says that we shall not
There he goes checking his nails again.
renew it
It's like, this dude's going to bring up the founding fathers with me.
Yeah.
until such concerns have been addressed, as laid out by Gary Stidham and written in the resolution. And I have some concerns with what Gary and what Mark are talking about. I don't think we need to renew this at all. I don't think the people of Sullivan County want this. I believe that Flock right now is one of the most hated companies in America. They are one of the most corrupt companies in America.
Just listen
And
to his voice.
quite frankly, sir, I don't think we can make America great again without hanging your CEO publicly for treason. Your company is an enemy of the American.
Hell yeah!
Nice.
Can
Solid,
we
dude.
please start hanging people for treason?
I mean,
Okay.
Isn't that, that's what happens? That's what happens with treason?
I mean, I think we should hang lots of people.
Let's bring
think
back
there's-
public hangings.
Plenty of people in prison that should just be hung. We don't need to keep them around. Okay?
I mean, why keep someone just locked in a cage for the rest of their life when you can just pull a lever?
Dude, I'm constantly seeing stories where some dude with a mile-long rap sheet murders an elderly couple in their home, right?
Yep.
But then they get out,
Yep.
They're like, oh, this dude committed this murder. He's been arrested 20 times in the past couple of years.
Well, didn't the guy that killed what's her name on the SkyTrain or the subway, didn't he get out?
Yeah,
Yeah, isn't he out in the streets right now?
he's out on the streets, apparently. And none of these, unless we start hanging politicians, nothing changes. Even this. So this is, I guess, some county that this guy wants them to not renew the flock cameras, right?
Yeah.
Whatever contract his county has. And, these people are just going to get bullied into submission. Like all these boomers sitting behind the desk, thinking that they're important.
Yeah.
One phone call, they're all going to vote in favor of it. Every single one of them are going to be like, yeah, we should renew Flock.
Of course, the only person in the room actually doing anything is the young guy.
Yeah. And then I read not too long ago, apparently Trump is investing in one of Flock's competitors.
Oh.
So you have other companies doing the exact same thing that Flock is doing. And so it's like, okay, you take down Flock and this other guy comes in. We're going to gin up all this public resentment towards this company, and then we're going to make a show of, oh, maybe they're going to get rid of the flocks. Maybe the government's going to come in and say, no more flock cameras. And then the public is going to be like, yeah, no more flock cameras. And then before you know it, you got Axon cameras on every corner instead.
Is it Offsite, Retreat, and Next Retreat are the other 3 companies?
Yeah. I thought it was something with an A. Is the one Trump was...
maybe who knows? Maybe he started his own America camera.
He might have. Like, we got to catch these criminals. It's like, but you're not catching criminals. Yeah, but I mean, we need them to catch the criminals.
What's the difference between yours and the regular flock cameras? Ours are painted with American flags.
That's right. Well, I control these. I'm making money off of these cameras.
Yeah. I earn 1 cent for every person that walks by the camera.
It can be depressing looking at the news, just waiting for the world to end. And so we should escape into the fantasy of Revenant Steel.
Yes.
Ignore the world around you. Read a comic book.
Revenant Steel.
Wouldn't you rather think about killing demonically possessed undead?
That's what I want to do on a Sunday morning.
100%. That's a lot less daunting than trying to get rid of the Somalians, apparently.
Yeah, I mean, we could probably get rid of a horde of undead. Horde of Somalians, I don't know about that.
Oh, man. I saw a video today out of Georgia where this dude is chased out of a neighborhood, and they're saying, America's over there. Basically, like, they don't like him because he's white. It was some white Jewish guy.
Weird.
Who, he went to a barbecue place in Georgia that was run by Georgians and was welcome in, great barbecue, whatever. And then he goes 30 minutes down the street and goes to try and eat at another restaurant in Little Somalia, and he gets chased out. They're like, you're not welcome here.
Man.
Then I'm looking at my own neighborhood, and there's a freaking group of houses right at the exit to my neighborhood that throw freaking street parties and get pissed at you for trying to leave. Like, I'm trying to get to the fucking road, people. You're in the street having a little party, a little gathering.
Yeah.
Fuck is the matter with you?
Yeah. Fucking stay in your house, stay on your fucking property.
Right.
Just get the fuck off the road.
Be on the sidewalk if you're going to do a freaking potluck, because they were like giving dishes, like homemade dishes to one another.
Oh, damn.
Like, that's wholesome and all, but you're in the fucking street.
Yeah.
And you're treating me like I'm the,
like I'm the rabble.
Yeah, like I'm the problem. I'm the problem for trying to use the road when you're having your gathering.
Yeah, I'm trying to use the road to transport myself on. You guys are using it to be as a kitchen.
I have a job, okay? I don't live off welfare.
I have shit to do.
All right.
I gotta go earn my money.
Yeah.
You got a bunch of Somalians around you?
Oh, yeah. They're here. There's a big Somalian population here in Columbus. It's not as bad as, yet. It's not as bad as Michigan or, what is it, Minnesota? Minneapolis.
Minnesota. Yeah, we don't got many Somalians around here. It's mostly just East Indians.
Yeah.
Just flooded in. What?
That little cleanser.
There you go. Oh, I was holding on for dear life.
Gotta mute it before I get copyright struck. I don't know. I don't recognize that song.
Yeah, I got my stream copyright claimed. The other night. That was
That happened to me when it was Bosch Foston's trailer that did it on one of my power lunches.
I mean, I kind of expected it in the last like 20 minutes. I started playing along like actual music videos.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, we'll see what happens. But yeah, it didn't work out.
What do you think of this guy? Have you heard about him?
Cambridge. No.
So this guy plagiarized basically everything to get into a professorship at Cambridge. Like he crafted this whole story about himself, overcoming adversity, being black or whatever, and the struggle. And these professors at Cambridge just eat it up. They're just like, oh man, we got an academic here.
We got a token.
We're gonna promote the fuck out of this dude. And then it came out that he was a plagiarist. Ooh. And yeah, apparently he was not able to overcome any actual struggle.
Uh-oh.
Like when actual adversity comes his way, when he gets held accountable for,
his actions,
being a fraud, that's too much for him.
Just quits life.
Just quit life, dude. Dude, I almost said David Carradine, but I don't think he was beaten off when he died.
Oh,
I don't think. Okay, that I know of.
Strung from the ceiling fan.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can you imagine being 19 years old and having Tara Strong being like, hey, you should come to my fan meetup. I'd really like to see you at my fan meetup. Puts her arm on your shoulder. Ooh, you're strong. I do a few pull-ups here and there.
Yeah, I would have said I won growing up. I definitely completed growing up.
That's all downhill from here, guys.
Might possibly sleep with 18 to 20-year-olds at conventions. God damn. Fuck, I'm missing my chance.
Missed it!
Funny.
Well, at least they were of age. You know what? She's got that going for her.
I mean, yeah.
Ugh.
I can fix her.
Sign me up, Tara. I swear, I can take a blue chew. All right? Let's make this happen.
I can say stupid shit too. I can say the dumb things that kids say.
Very compelling. Damn it. Should have been me.
Yeah, fuck, man.
What do you got going on today? Are you going to be on later?
Yeah, I got a whole lot of nothing planned for the day. I'm going to try and hopefully get some recording for these YouTube videos that I keep pushing off.
Yeah.
Because I figured, man, if I'm just the writer, I should be really focused on trying to push the YouTube channel or trying to somehow grow the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
I'm working on. It sucks though, because it's like I get like halfway through making the video, and it's like, do people really care about my opinion? Like, do I really want to put this much effort into making a fucking 25-minute long? Or
I am. After I had an incredible.
Yeah. Do you think this is a human being?
We're all ready, so.
Or is this a robot?
Administrator, we have some questions for you here at TikTok.
What's going on, Mac?
First of all, are you in the cabinet?
Well, actually, I am. After I had an incredible conversation with the president by phone to become.
She seems really unsteady.
That looks like a robot.
Yeah.
SBA administrator, he texted me and said, actually, you're going to be in the cabinet. That's a really big deal. And it is, because the SBA administrator isn't
how her legs
guaranteed a
bend.
spot in the cabinet. But because President Trump knows that small business is big business,
Her leg isn't moving. Like her knee. Yeah, dude. That's.
Yeah. She's either never worn heels before, or this is Mars Attacks.
Dude.
Look at the forehead.
Into that. Holy shit.
If you pull that hair back, is there going to be a glowing brain underneath?
Dude. We're here. We are fucking at Mars Attacks. Hi, Jat Black.
this is a cabinet spot now.
What's your favorite thing about being small business administrator?
Well, obviously being out with small businesses, whether I'm walking a factory.
She's so unsteady. It literally is like one of those Tesla bots.
And like, look at her neck too, dude. What's wrong with her neck?
She's got an extremely long neck. This is a lizard. When people say lizard people,
Yep.
this is who we're talking about.
Yeah.
If I drew this person, I would get John Malin up my ass, or Art of Roy. Art of Roy would be up my ass about, like, dude, her proportions are all
Your
wrong.
proportions are all fucking wrong.
Like, what is the matter with you? I
Then
thought
you have
you
to-
were. Can
then
you
you have to bring
pretend
this
to be a
picture
good
up.
artist for once?
At least try.
At least try. Come on.
Floor with a small manufacturer, or in a small family-owned generational restaurant, I can see the impact that the SBA is having through the work that our team does every day.
Last question. How tall are you?
With or without heels?
Without.
Let's just say without heels, I'm 5'11" and a half.
Thank you for your time.
Let's just say without heels? What does that mean? Like, with or without heels? Like, what do you
Yeah.
mean, let's just say? Like, that's not what...
Like, are we saying it, or is it what it is? Is that the truth?
Yeah, that's a fake person right there. I mean, it'd be a sweet cosplay, but not really.
That's what I'm saying. Is so many of these movies just seem like cosplayers. Oh yeah, here's the guy.
And this right here.
Leave. We're in Beaufort, Georgia at the beautiful Black Pig Barbecue and Grill.
Now that's how you know it's a great barbecue and grill
Yeah.
right there, because it looks like a trailer park.
Yeah, it looks like you're pulling up at someone's house.
Right.
Like what you told me off camera of you cross that line, we welcome you as family here.
Yeah, so that's the whole thought, because, you know, we do a backyard barbecue. So the whole thought is that if our grandparents did have a roadside...
See, that's the shit that I like.
Yeah, man.
That's Western culture right there.
100%. That's, that's hillbilly hospitality.
People try to say, what's white people culture? It's called fucking credit cards, white picket fences, and backyard barbecues. It's
Yeah,
not,
man.
That's not a hard concept to understand. Holding
Dude,
the door
there's
open for
times
people.
there's times where I miss the trailer park, to be honest.
Dude, it's a fun fucking time, man.
Yeah, like as a kid, I didn't give a shit that we
No,
lived in a fucking box, you know?
Just like, yeah, you get to run around with all the other fucking kids, do whatever, man.
Yeah,
You
there
don't-
was
you
a
don't think about
field
it.
and a rickety old freaking monkey bars. Me and my brothers would
Yep.
play chicken on the monkey bars, you know?
Yeah, you go to the fucking people with the huge houses, and it's like, y'all seem just so fucking unhappy.
Right. Where's the clutter?
Yeah,
Why are you guys so clean?
yeah. Well, why can't I run in here?
Yeah.
Right? So it'd have been a little eclectic, a little bit of everything, right? And to treat people respectfully, the way you want to be treated, right?
Such great Southern hospitality.
Now, I sized him up as Jewish immediately. Maybe I'm just...
Yeah, no.
Am I turning into a groiper?
No, I could see him at one of my bar mitzvahs.
Yeah. Are you actually Jewish, or is
No,
that just a
no,
joke?
that's just
Oh,
a
okay.
joke.
Here, everyone is
So
friendly.
it's
Everyone's
funny
welcome.
because it's like actually been a joke with me and my buddies like ever since I was a kid, because my mom, being Canadian and all fucking, supportive of all cultures, my mom wanted to do the Hanukkah thing as well
Oh, yeah.
as Christmas. So like for like fucking multiple years, it's like she'd come in to like my classes and like come in with a fucking like one of those menorahs or whatever. So even in elementary school, man, people were always making fun of me for like, yeah, you're Jewish. Like I swear I'm not fucking Jewish. I got a big nose, but I'm not Jewish.
I was thinking about being Jewish. My brother converted to Judaism, and now he's got people freaking helping him out. Like, he's a freaking felon.
I appreciate the community that religion brings. I just can't subscribe to words written in a book by people translated multiple different times and then
Right. But would you be willing to compromise your morals, okay, to be on the winning side? Not the right side, not the righteous side.
The winning side.
The winning side.
We'll see. We'd have to see. But probably.
Yeah,
I'm
almost there.
Not dying, I'd probably go with the winning side.
Like, do you really think that America is going to separate itself from Israel and not get involved in the Middle East anymore? Like, do you think that's realistic at all?
I don't think that's ever been a realistic thing.
No. Freaking... Like, we use Ukraine as a honeypot, right? Or not a honeypot, but a cookie jar. We send,
it's a good place to launder money, waste weapons, and test weapons, and there always needs to be some large global war going on, so people have a place to test weapons and,
And I feel like
money.
Israel is like... So if Ukraine is like the strawberry side of the Neapolitan ice cream... Israel's like the chocolate side, where it's like, okay, this is another state that is not, it's not a real country. It's a place that we do illegal things. It's a mechanism for us to circumvent the Constitution. All right.
Yep.
We're not allowed to surveil our citizens. We're not allowed to do certain things. We have Mossad to do that. Congress has to approve wars, right?
Yeah.
And the president of the United States, we keep electing a new one every 4 years. We're getting harder to keep in line. Why not merge our military with Israel's and make a new position that's in charge of the military, who we pick? Like,
didn't they do that? Aren't they doing something like that already?
Yes, that's what I'm describing.
Yeah.
Where they just passed this thing.
Is it that crazy?
Yes. Well, I mean, once again, I'm not a fact checker. Okay.
Fair, yeah. Because I heard something about that, but I didn't really look too into it. And in my head, I was like, there's no way they created a new branch of like government inside of the military that Israel doesn't have to listen to the president. Something about that seems...
Yeah, well, that's, that goes back to my earlier statement of... Everyone can obviously see that there's like an unelected fourth branch of government that, controls our intelligence agencies and stuff, and they do whatever they want. They're the ones assassinating people and keeping everyone in line.
Yeah, it's the people who don't get voted out. It's the ones who have been in power in the same seat that work around the president or around Congress. The names you don't know, those are the ones that are controlling the things.
The ones that keep the puppets in power, you know what I mean? The ones that make sure that Lindsey Graham, serves despite everyone in his state hating him.
Yep.
They're the ones rigging elections, but you're never going to catch them because you can't even see them. Who are you going to sue?
Yep.
Because we're just going to deny any of this is happening. You can be like, hey, why is there a decimal point in the programming? It almost seems like you're able to weight votes a certain way.
One way or another. Yeah, what the fuck's half a vote? What's 0.3 of a vote? Like,
you see a random, and this was freaking way back in like 2012, I want to say, where they had a news story about just how hackable the voting machines are.
Yep.
Extremely hackable. And then they never solve it.
Yeah, and even when issues does come up, like with was it Carrie Lake, when
Yeah.
she tried to sue for something, and they're like, well, it hasn't happened yet, so you can't really sue for it. And then the election happened, so she tried to sue for it, and it's like, well, that's something you had to deal with before the election.
Yeah.
And she's
No,
like, well,
I
tried to
remember
deal
all
with
that.
yeah, I tried to deal with it before the election, but you told me I had to wait. Yeah.
And then they get the cyber ninjas in there to do a forensic audit of the investigation, and the state doesn't give them the stuff that they need.
Yeah. Oh shit! One second, I got a phone call.
Nah, go for it. But there's corruption all around us. There are definitely people pulling the strings. There's a lot of money floating around. You got the Adelsons giving Trump $250 million so that they can whisper in his ear and do whatever they want, advocate for whatever they want to happen. And then if people speak up about it, like Charlie Kirk, well, he gets gunned down by a trans furry, apparently. And then you're not allowed to ask questions. You're not allowed to question whether or not Tyler Robinson is the culprit, because, you're going to get called a retard by a bunch of people online who you may or may not respect,
All right, I'm back. Sorry.
Around here, life is simple. The doors are open and the tradition runs deep. It's the kind of pace.
One thing is, the way this is cut together, I'm like, did he say something to those Somalians to cause them to do that?
And lifestyle that people naturally picture when they think of traditional.
A prior event.
Yeah.
There's always something that gets left out.
Here, I'll mute it for now, because he's like just talking, and he's like, oh, I'm going to go 30 minutes down the road to Little Somalia.
Little Somalia. Yeah, so it's gotten to the point here, like when I was growing up, there's an area called Richmond that it's like the little Hong Kong.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like that, dude. It's like the storefronts and the street names and the street signs are all written in Chinese, all in Mandarin. And it's like
you're in another country.
100% in another country. And like, it's so fucking frustrating.
But he literally cuts to shots of ladies in burqas, right?
Yeah.
Telling him to leave. And then it cuts to this dude telling him to leave.
Is this public right here? Private property. This right here, where I'm standing, is private?
So did he only make it to the parking lot before he was confronted?
Yes, yeah, that's part of the issue that I have with these, where it's like I need to see the whole, like, he should have done like a fast forward thing of him showing up and walking to this spot right here, and this is where the video should have stopped being in fast forward.
Right. I want to see the initial confrontation.
Yeah.
I want to see him walking into a place and having this dude be like, hey, why don't you get out of here? You're like, white and obviously Jewish.
Because back it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Just right here. So this guy he's just walking through the parking lot, and this guy just approached him. Like, this guy looks like he's walking from a store. Like, Gray, y'all are some angry young men.
Some angry young men. Dude, they're going to round us up.
Man, yep.
We're not allowed to have angry young men in...
I'm not even allowed to have opinions here.
Yeah, dude, he's in Canada. He doesn't even have rights.
There's some days where it's like I'm genuinely concerned, where it's like, are they gonna go back through some of like my old tweets and like, because man, my go-to posts are Tuscan Raiders and Jawas.
Dude, when because I was active on the internet right up until about 2016.
Yeah.
And then freaking, was it the last Power Lunch or whatever? At some point I was talking about how, I experienced the golden age where no one was held accountable for the shit they said online.
Yeah.
And now, but oh yeah, that's right. Because I was talking about MySpace coming back. And how...
I'm stoked for that. I'm actually stoked for that.
I'm curious, I'll start up a MySpace page, 100%.
Dude, MySpace, like I had my band and stuff. We had our MySpace, and like it was awesome for music.
And if it's algorithm free, all the better.
Yeah.
But do people actually want an algorithm free social network?
I don't want an algorithm free social network, but I want an algorithm free section.
Yeah.
Right? Like I want to be able to go to a place that is 100% like a section of that part that's 100% curated by the people on that platform.
Right. And that is chronological on
Yeah.
your timeline.
Yeah, I have no issue with a separated algorithmic section. I have no problem with that. But it's when, you know, on YouTube where I watch one video of something, you know, I watch one Elden Ring lore video, and now my entire YouTube is just like, oh, the Elden Ring lore. And it's like, dude, I wanted one video. And like,
It's like I was saying before, I start interacting with this Candace interview, and then
Yep.
suddenly I'm getting everyone's fucking opinion on my timeline.
Yep.
People who I don't care for their opinions, frankly.
Does your ex do that thing too? Like, you do recent posts, right? Like, you want the most recent?
I would like it. Isn't there a way to do that?
Yeah, there's a way to set it. I have to set mine every single time I hop on there, though.
Yeah.
And like, I didn't have to do that last year. Like this year, it's like every time you click following, and you can show by most recent. And it's like now every time I go on there, and I'm looking at I'm commenting on people's posts from like yesterday.
Yeah.
It's like now I look like a fucking weirdo. Like I'm digging through your timeline.
I'm gonna go pee for a second.
Yeah, give her. But yeah, when I started doing more political related content on X, like a few years back, trying to make some type of basically list all the mainstream media hoaxes. Let's see if I can actually find that and dig that up. It was literally just a list of all the mainstream media hoaxes. Let's see here. We go to search. I search my profile. Let's do media hoaxes. Keep going. Let's see. Maybe not. How the fuck do I find this now? How many? How? For fuck's sakes. How many mainstream media hoaxes? Let's see here. I'm trying to find a fucking post I made a long ass time ago, like in 2021.
Yeah.
I was gonna make my entire Twitter identity just calling out mainstream media hoaxes.
Oh, there you go.
And I had a huge ass fucking list. It was like 30 or 40 of them.
Dude, I should start my own Candace Owens style show, you know, where once again, I'm not putting time into research, okay? I'm going to be the lazier, you know, version of Candace Owens.
Man,
Is this public or no?
It's public.
Right here is public.
Public what?
Is this public
It's
right here?
private property.
This right here, where I'm standing, is private
It's private property.
property.
We not
Okay.
allow you.
Okay, so we're gonna
We
leave.
give you this immigrant and innocent people and Somalian Muslim people discriminated.
You discriminate against me because I'm white,
They're
American,
fantastic.
Jewish.
They're innocent people. They don't do nothing to you.
You
What do you want
discriminate
for us?
against
What do you
white
want
people.
for us?
Do you
What do
discriminate
want for
against
us?
white Americans? What is your problem?
What is my?
I think honestly, in the Somalian community, if you see a white guy with a camera walking around, immediately get him out of here.
yeah.
If I walked in there and it was just me with my hand, you know, without a camera in anyone's face, I probably could
It feels like there was
exist.
a
You know what I
previous
mean?
Interaction.
Like the other day, I decided to go to a food truck. I think this was like last week or the week before, and there's like this store right next to the food truck, and I'm like, okay, well, it's going to be like 10 minutes before my food's ready. I'll walk into that store, right?
Yeah.
And it's funny because it's like there's little enclaves, right? Like Ohio is majority white people, but I go into this store and it's all black people. Like I was the only white guy in the store, right?
Yeah.
But I was also not unwelcome. You know? I wasn't getting chased out or anything.
No one's telling you to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I don't like. I don't know. As much as like East Indian community and like the Asian community bother me around here. They don't do shit like this. I will give it to them. Like they just don't assimilate in any way, shape, or form and abuse the system. And
they're here to take advantage of the welfare, okay, and slowly take over.
Yeah.
White American. Hold on. Did I say white American? Did I say white American?
Why did you start to get so violent? I'm sorry. Stop spitting at me, too.
Here,
Stop spitting at me.
Now, I'll notice that he does have a badge on his waist. What kind of badge is that?
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Right. I only just noticed it a minute ago. Because he looked like a plainclothes dude. But if we go back to him walking up even...
I bet
Property.
We're not allow you.
Okay, here.
Private property.
Is this public?
Yeah.
Or?
He's got a badge on his waistband. So is he local security? He's not wearing any sort of uniform.
No, they wouldn't wear a uniform. And yeah, I guarantee you that's like the community security guard or
Yeah. He was nominated by the neighborhood.
Yep.
No.
Probably not even
Public. Right
nominated.
here's
He just
public.
shows
Public
up and
what?
does
Is
this.
this public right here?
Private property.
This right here, where I'm standing, is private
It's private
property.
We're not
Okay.
allow you.
Okay, so we're gonna
We
leave.
give you this immigrant and innocent people and Somalian Muslim people discriminated.
You discriminate against me because I'm white, American, Jewish?
They're innocent people.
There's a like an international grocer near me, right?
Yeah.
Where it's like half the store is like an actual grocery store and the other half is like a bunch of stalls, right? It's almost like a flea market
Yeah.
where they got, you know, cell phone plans and, you know, there's a little kiosk like send money back to Somalia or wherever you're from, you know what I mean? Like there's the international banking sort of money grams.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder what would happen if I went in there and tried to buy a sneakers from that place, you know what I mean? Are they going to sell me the sneakers or are they going to give me grief? I feel like they would just sell me the sneakers.
Yeah, they'd probably just sell you the sneakers.
Can I buy a wig at one of their shops? Not that the Somalians wear wigs. They're wearing burqas, but, you know, they sell wigs at some of those stands.
They don't do nothing to you. What do you want
against white people? Do you discriminate against white Americans? What is your problem?
What is my white American?
What is your problem?
Hold on. Did I say white American? Did I say white American?
Why did you start to get so violent? I'm
You
sorry.
don't
Stop
like us.
spitting at me,
Get
too.
out of here, man.
Stop spitting
Get out
at
of
me.
here.
What is wrong with you? You know, it's just so...
brown.
I don't like black
what
and
you
brown.
like. Yes.
Who's he?
Yes. Why you didn't go to
Who is
jail?
he? Who's my cameraman?
Who's this? I don't know who it is.
Is he brown?
Need to leave. This is Somali mom. You need to
Yes,
leave.
I'm gonna tell the truth right
Who
now.
the hell are you to tell me to leave in America, in public?
For those who want a little bit more information on where David is in this second location.
All right, so he did say Somali security guard recognized him. So this is a guy that he's trying to pull a Nick Shirley act, right?
It's actually in Atlanta, Georgia, if you can believe it. This isn't Somalia or some Muslim country. This is Atlanta, Georgia, and it's in an area that has now been called Little Somalia. So if you want to see how the full interaction went, this is how it went. I'll play it for you right now.
America is right here on the street. Am I banned from this area?
Hold on. He said this is how the whole interaction went. So, okay. So he didn't even get to go into the store, apparently. He just was recognized right away by the security guard.
You want America banned from this area?
Okay, first of all, did you hear what he just said there? America is right down the street. This is in Atlanta, Georgia, where this is. This just shows you these people are not here to assimilate. They're here to create their own enclaves with their own people.
Yeah, I was about to say, they're here to take over their own fucking area. And just...
Right. Just like, you know, the Indians are doing down in Dallas and freaking, what was the other? There's Frisco, Texas, you know?
Like, isn't this colonization?
Yeah, essentially.
Like, isn't this like the literal definition of colonization?
But at some point, word got out in the third world countries that it's like, hey, if you show up and you just say you're a refugee, they take you. You know? Like, the Americans aren't going to fight back. the politicians are going to see the GDP go up a little bit because you're here contributing to the economy.
So all I'm hearing is I need to get a group of Canadians together, and we just need to create an enclave in America. That's how I move to America.
I mean, is there any way you could portray yourself as like, because you're white is the problem. You speak with an, like, you know, if you told me you were American, I'd probably believe you.
So I need a bucket of paint and perfect an accent.
You need to take those pills. There was that movie in the 80s where the dude took like a ton of tanning pills to turn himself black so that he could get into college because the college wouldn't accept him for being white. It's crazy thinking like we had movies like that in the 80s.
Yeah.
This has been a thing for a long time. We've had these programs in place in America to try and help raise black people up out of poverty, right? Yo, I'm back. What are we doing now? We're talking about foreigners taking advantage of social welfare programs that are meant to help the families and descendants of former slaves thrive in the economy. And you got people coming from other countries and getting zero interest business loans, right? And then they shuffle it around from person to person because it's like, okay, you get a zero interest business loan and there's this period of time where you don't have to pay it, okay? So then you switch ownership, so then it starts the clock over again.
Yep.
And unfortunately, like, how come I'm not close enough with my cousins to pull something like that off? If I go to my cousin and I'm like, dude, Hunter, we're going to start up a business. We're going to take advantage of these loans, okay? We're never going to pay them back. We're just going to shuffle ownership around, right? They wouldn't go for it.
Now here we got a big issue with they'll throw 3 East Indians into a semi-truck. Only one of them has a license, but they alternate drivers. And when one of them basically gets caught doing something illegal, then they just switch the truck ownership into the other person's name and then just do that until they burn through all 3 of them. Then they just sell the truck to somebody else and then just rinse and repeat with.
There's got to be at least part of you that admires the game, you know?
There is, but it's just like, yeah, man. And it's like, I couldn't do that because it's like that. There's just something inside me that's like, you can't do that.
Right. We were actually raised here.
Yeah.
Okay. And we were, you know, we have morals. We have, what's the word? Honor? It's not in our culture to take advantage of the government. Yeah. When I was growing up, it was always like shameful to be on food stamps, you know? Like, I wouldn't take food stamps even if I needed it. Meanwhile, you got families who will gladly use those food stamps.
Yeah.
They'll use the food stamps to buy, you know, flats of water bottles and then sell you those water bottles.
Yep.
On the side of the street, on the side of the road. You know? Bunch of black kids swarm your car. And like, hey, do you want a water bottle? You want a water bottle? No, I want to go to fucking work. Dude, I'm not giving you $1 for a water bottle that you didn't even buy.
Yeah, that I paid for already.
Yeah, I already paid for it with the taxes.
Yeah. Yeah, man. For me, it's hard, dude, because it's like, I think my grandpa fought in World War II for this fucking country. And it's like, it pisses me off when I see people just fucking disrespect the shit out of it. Because it's like, the shit that those people went through so that these people could come here and just extract from the goddamn society is like,
yeah,
so fucking frustrating.
And meanwhile, I'm sitting here thinking, you know, maybe it's time for me to try to take advantage of this myself. You know what I mean?
Oh, at what point, right?
Yeah. Hey.
Why should I be struggling?
Are you going to fight him or are you going to join him?
But then can you complain about it? At that point, then you can't complain about him.
And I love complaining.
I really like complaining about him.
I don't want to give up my moral high ground.
That's all I have.
Yeah.
No more high ground, just like him.
The mustache is very intimidating. When I wax this thing up, look out.
They're all ready to talk shit to the next white person who comes in. Will
Brought
comes
to
in,
you
they see the
by Aphrodisiac Strong Wax.
Damn. It's actually a pretty cool little design there.
Yeah. I should just start sponsoring my own show with things that are around me.
I thought about that. I was like, fuck, did I drink enough Tim Hortons? I should probably try and just get a little Tim Hortons sponsorship going.
Back in the day, because I did this podcast back in 2008 called the Suckcast.
Yeah.
Because everything sucked. I was the crest of the wave when it came to hating movies. Okay?
No one hated shit like Will.
Nobody hated shit like me. I hated shit on purpose. But then I gave it all up because literally it's like, the whole nerdrotic sphere. They spend all these years making fun of Marvel and then they try to make something themselves and then it sucks.
Yeah.
That's kind of where I was at back in like 2009, 2010, because I was doing the Suckcast every Thursday, making fun of movies, but at the same time, I'm like, but I have my own ideas. I happen to believe that I could tell a great story, so that's when I hung it up and started trying to work on my own stuff. At first, I was trying to make movies, I was putting together a YouTube show with a buddy of mine that didn't come to fruition because reasons. I was writing a script. I wrote a script about a guy who becomes radicalized and he kidnaps his neighbor, right?
Yep.
His neighbor was just some random Muslim guy. And he kidnaps him and he was gonna, kill him, but he couldn't go through with it. So he ends up just putting him in a cage inside of his house. Because I'm like, I want a script that I could shoot super cheap.
Yeah.
And so I wrote it all taking place in one house, one neighborhood, right? I would maybe have one scene at a coffee shop. I wouldn't have to go to locations.
Yeah.
And it could be like this dude trying to think, what do I do now? Am I going to go through with killing this dude?
Yeah.
Is my plan could I get away with it? And then eventually the dude like breaks out and they have like a freaking just a brutal fight in the house, and then he actually does kill him by accident almost, but at that point you've created a massive crime scene.
Yeah, so there's no hiding it now.
Right. And it's like the dude just keeps falling deeper into the trap that he set for himself, but once again, I never made that movie. That script never.
It sounds interesting.
Yeah, I'm an idea man. That's why my avatar is a dude with a light bulb helmet. I am an idea man.
Yeah, the amount of like little concepts I've had for things, and it's like, do I want to keep going with it?
Yeah.
Like, even just us talking there, it's like, that's kind of like came up with the idea. It's like a Canadian basically trying to sneak into fucking like sneak into America, but like pretending to be Somalian. I feel like there's a comedy in there somewhere.
Right. Well, I mean, shoot, you just had do you follow James O'Keefe at all?
Not a whole lot, but I know.
He just got done putting on a burqa and going to vote in Minneapolis.
Oh, I didn't see that.
And they were going to let him vote for himself plus 10 other people who they had no idea who they were.
Oh my God.
Kind of blowing the lid off the whole process. But then at the same time, could you really get away? There's really nothing to verify the votes.
Yeah, and it's like, there's some places where it's like, it's not that they don't ask for your ID, they outright like get weird when you try to pull it out. It's like they get mad at you, be like, put that away. Whoa.
But at the same time, like I know for me, when I go to vote, they have a list of the voters who would be showing up to the location.
Mm-hmm.
I would go and they would say, okay, there you are. Here's your ID.
Yeah.
This is you. Go vote. That's how it
do
works in Ohio.
Yeah.
So in Minneapolis, do I not even have to give them a name? If I show up in a burqa and say I'm here to vote, are they not even going to be like, okay, well, who are you? Are you on my list?
Do I drive down to Portland and fucking vote for a Republican then? Is that what I do?
Dude, you ought to just do it. Let's do that. Let's just organize a massive voter fraud ring.
Yeah.
Of course, we would actually get prosecuted for it, unlike them.
I mean, I might be good.
Yeah.
I'm actually maybe not. I think if my government found out, like, if he went down there and voted Republican, I'm fucked. If I went
cancel his bank accounts.
Yeah. If I went down there and voted Democrat, they might add money into my bank account. Man. Corrupt ass motherfuckers.
Crazy.
What are your plans for today?
Huh?
What are your plans for the day?
Well, I guess I'm coming up on about 2 hours for the power lunch.
Nice.
I really ought to try to get a better format for this show. Or not. Who knows? I'm going to be on the Comicsgate Commandos tonight at 8:30.
Yeah. Fucking A.
So we'll see how that goes. But between now and then, I have to make time for my kids and draw more.
Right.
I have like half a page left to do before I move on to lettering the ash can, and then I got to get that thing off to the printers.
Fucking A. You're that close with it?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I shortened it from 13 pages down to 8 pages because I'm like, I want to have it done to get. I need to have it at least at the printers a month ahead of time to try and make sure that I get it. You know, I want to have the physical copies in hand at least a week and a half or 2 weeks, just in case there's any delays, you know.
Yeah.
Try to get it in quick, so that I have it ready for Fans Fest.
Yeah, I am curious because that's the issue with Super Killers, right? Like Clippo was saying, it's the printers or something like that. Like I'm kind of hearing printer issues kind of got me a little worried now. It's like it's like fuck, dude. So it's like basically plan for a date and then give it like an extra 2 months.
Yeah. Now, luckily, I found a local printer here in Columbus who says they can do it. I could get like 100 issues for $150 or something like that.
Yeah.
Printed out, little ash cans. It helps that it's in black and white, and that I'm not trying to make anything super expensive. But, yeah, man, the last thing I want to do is have them call me up and be like, "Oh, I'm not." I'm gonna have to go on people's shows and be like, "Hey, I know I said I was gonna have an ash can. I don't have it."
Yep.
You know?
My big thing, man, I just don't want to contribute to the label of late books.
Right.
That is my big fucking issue, or like the number one thing I'm going to be aiming for. So it's like I'll probably give myself 3 months.
Yeah.
Like get a for sure date locked in, and then be like, yeah, I'll give them 3 months ahead, and then if I get it a month early, 2 months early, then be like, hey, y'all are getting your shit early. Like I think people would rather hear that than
yeah.
You're gonna have to wait 3 months.
Nobody wants to hear any more apologies. You know what I mean?
No.
It's tough, man, because it's like I come into Comicsgate, getting to know people, and then it's like these are legitimate concerns.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got to try to build. I have to build up Comicsgate.
Basically from the ground. Well, not from the ground, actually. There's a solid framework still in place. The walls just fell down. You know, we've got.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's pillars. Like I think I went over this on Goth Night, where, Shane built his pillar off of actually being.
Yeah.
Good about shipping his fucking books out. You know what I mean? He's probably the best of all of them.
Yeah.
Because I mean, John. I like John, but at the same time, I have not received Godlike 1 or 2 yet.
Yeah.
And I have to go. I got to go into my old Indiegogo account still to get my backer number and stuff.
Yeah.
Before I even message him to be like, hey, where's my book? Like, I want to have my backer information in the email.
The nice thing was like Sean, Jesus, I always fucking do that, dude. Shane, John, and Ethan, like they each kind of like, I don't know, their personalities are just like so different and how they like hold themselves and like what they all kind of accomplish. It's like they kind of have their own pillars.
Yeah, everyone has their strengths and weaknesses.
Yeah, and it's like you almost need to find which one of those guys like you should be not molding yourself around, but like if you're more entertaining, try to go the more Ethan route where you're like, you're shit talking shit, or if you're not as entertaining, try to go like the Shane route where you're actually producing something of quality. I'm not saying Shane's not entertaining, but he's a little bit more on the blander side.
Shane's not the type of person who's going to bite off more than he can chew.
Yeah.
Whereas Ethan, extremely talented. Like Ethan built his pillar out of being a kick-ass artist.
Yeah.
Okay. And having an incredible radio presence.
Yeah.
Okay. Freaking, can you imagine how powerful he would be right now if he had delivered Rainbow the Brute on time?
If people didn't have Rainbow the Brute to like keep going back on and be like, oh yeah, where's my Rainbow the Brute? It's like, because once he delivers that, all they're gonna be like, well, it was still 3 years late or 4 years late or however fucking long it's been.
I'm pretty close to harassing him over my line art variant of Wrecked Planet.
Ooh.
Because I'm like, that book was done. I thought it would be delivered fairly quickly or in a reasonable amount of time. And I feel like it's been quite a while. I'm going to have to look up the actual date, but at least 6 months.
I do like they've put all the, like everything on Back Me Bro. So I got to go on to Back Me Bro and get fucking all these books that I've missed.
But it's like I wanted to read Wrecked Planet, I'm not necessarily a collector. So when I show up at For the Fans Fest and I see a copy of Wrecked Planet there to buy, like, hey, can I refund the line art variant and just buy this from you now?
I mean, just tell him, just ask me if you can have it. Be like, don't give me the line art, just give me this one instead.
Right. Just keep the line art variant, okay? Yeah. Keep the shipping cost and just hand me a copy of Wrecked Planet so that I can read it.
Just give me a fucking book.
Yeah, just give me the book. But then I don't want to like make things awkward either.
Yeah, I read because I think it was like a couple years back. Fucking someone had put fucking I think it was Wrecked Planet on one of those like comic reading sites. Ethan was like, oh, I don't even care if anyone just goes and reads it. Like, I just want you to make sure you read it. So I read the first 4 pages of it. Because I was like, I at least want to like get a taste of it.
Yeah.
And, like, it is, from what I saw, it's pretty decent. Decent start to the story. It's fucking, his artwork is crazy.
Well, I have my Blood Honey copy around here somewhere. I bought that off eBay.
Yeah.
I feel like if you get something off eBay, then he has it on hand and he just ships it to you.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Maybe I should have waited for that.
Yeah, maybe.
But I mean, when I see John at For the Fans Fest, I mean, maybe I'll pick up Graveyard Shift because that's, seems people really like it,
Yeah, I heard that one was good.
But I'm not going to buy another copy of Godlike 1 and 2. I don't even think he's done with number 2, but I'm not going to buy a copy of Godlike when I've already ordered a copy. I've already paid for it once.
Hey, might be do the same thing with him. Like, I've already ordered it. I've already paid for it. Can I just have this one?
Yeah. I just kind of, maybe I'm just too nice, but I feel like if I'm John at a convention, do I want people coming up and hassling me over that sort of stuff, Or do I want to have a good time?
Yeah.
If I bring that up and other people are listening, is that going to be contributing to the overall impression that it's like, oh, CG doesn't fulfill their shit?
Is there now going to be a line of people being like, well, I'd like a
Me
book.
too.
I paid for it.
Hey, can I get a free cut? I did.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that being a thing.
Yeah. Ugh.
Nice.
Is what it is.
Yep. But for the Fans Fest should be good.
It'll be a good time, man. I got to think about what I'm going to put on the table other than the ash can. Like, I should make some sort of sign. I should make like a recruitment sign for the demonic army. You know?
That'd actually be pretty cool.
Submit your soul to me. To the grand purpose of my army.
That would actually, I was thinking about it too. Because I was saying you should have the iPad. You should literally just have a piece of paper on there, and people just write their name and their email on a piece of paper, and then you can go sign up for them.
Yeah, could do it that way. That was my initial thought, but then I'm like, do people want to be writing things down? That's where I'm like, maybe I can just send them to the website, have them sign up on the website.
If you just give them the link and then they walk away, I bet you 7 out of 10 people won't go back to it.
I have this phone that I wiped a while back. Maybe I'll just use this. If I don't want to bring my my iPad with me, I'll just have this set up where it's like,
yeah, because that'll be the one thing. Like you want them to sign up before they walk away from you. Because most people, once they walk away from the booth and they're going to a different booth and they've already forgotten by the second one.
You're not going to get your free ash can unless you prove that you have signed up.
There you go. That's it. Yeah. Sign up, get the free ash can.
Yeah, exactly. At first, I was going to sell it for $5, but then I'm like, you know what, though? I need more signups.
Mm-hmm.
That's the key. I can eat the cost of printing the book, okay, if I can get the signups and I can get the ball rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then even that, like, if you get, what, like, how many books are you thinking of printing? 20, 30?
Of Revenant Steel?
Of the ash can.
Oh, 100, 200.
Oh, nice. Okay, so yeah, you get fucking...
Because I want enough, For the Fans Fest is not going to be the only convention I do this at either.
Oh, right, yeah.
I'm going to be signing up for other conventions and giving out free ash cans for signups. I'm hoping to get a ton of people who have nothing to do with CG.
Yeah, that's what you want.
I guarantee you that's how Shane hits his numbers,
Yeah, because the free, like, the free ash can, I don't think would really earn you a sign up in CG that you wouldn't have already earned without it, if that makes sense.
Exactly.
But yeah, it's those other conventions, those other places, even just fucking I think you were saying set up a table at a grocery store, dude. Yeah, just
man.
At a grocery store, like
go to a gas station.
Yep.
Just be like, I'm going to set up a table outside of this gas station. They're like, you can't do that. I'm like, what about the black kids selling water bottles? You're not chasing them off.
Yeah, because I've got like the comic shop that I go to. It's basically like a fucking toy museum, and they've got a section there for like just indie creators. So I'm gonna be going there with like at least 20 of my books.
There you go.
Them off in the indie section, and take a picture and send it to fucking Larry Niobe. Be like, "Fuck you, buddy. Comicsgate books and
fuck you, Larry."
Yeah. Fucking Larry.
Good old Larry Niobe. But anywho, is this a good place to end it?
Probably. You got on the 2-hour mark. I got nothing to bring up. I'll have some political stuff next week if you want to turn this into a political talk thing.
Yeah, dude, I'll pop in for a political thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring up the Revenant Seal cover one more time. I am gonna redraw this rat because I do think it looks like he's fucking the chest cavity of my zombie. Like he should be up a little more, not like so much pressed up against him. But hey, maybe I won't change it.
If it'll fucking load.
Yeah, if it'll load. But definitely come to Atlantic City at Harrah's, October 16th. That weekend, I will be there. It's going to be a great time. If you're in Central Ohio, you will probably see me at multiple events happening. I don't want to travel too much, 2 hours max. Maybe I'll show up at a Pittsburgh convention too. That's pretty close. I got Columbus, Cincinnati, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, there's places to go without traveling too far. You know, I'm not going to be one of these dudes who's traveling all year selling my damn comic book, you know.
No, traveling within an hour or two.
I'm not Project Neosis, all right?
Travel around the country, giving out ash cans.
Yeah. Well, thanks for tuning in to the Power Lunch. I will eventually come up with an outro. Eventually. But take care and tune in tonight on Logos Comics channel. Good old Patrick Quinlan, where I'll be talking to him about whatever the hell they want to talk about.